Hello, everyone. Good morning, or wherever you are on this beautiful December solstice 2023. We so
Yeah,
love this day, and the whole month of December always has such a special and deep, silent energy available when we take time to be with it.
mhm.
So this is a great opportunity to do so.
Yeah, yeah. I just love this moment of the year. Um, if you appreciate what we bring into the world, then we would love it if you could like this video, like this Facebook page, and share this video in your communities who could benefit from anything that is here in this video. And we want to say that this solstice meditation is always dear to our hearts because of the energy that's available to us. But we also want to let you know that we will be doing another free global meditation on January 1st to the 1/1 portal at 11 a.m. So please join us to bring in the new year with all our light, with all our love, with all our radiance, all together as a global community. It's a beautiful moment to start off the year.
Yes, that would be wonderful to do that all together. Yeah, and also we will also want to bring your awareness that we have on the 5th of January a special webinar. And we want to invite you to that when you're interested in our May Cyprus retreat. We're going to Cyprus for a beautiful journey all together with our soul family. And many have already responded to the call, but if you're interested to learn more about it, we'll do this webinar around this Cyprus retreat, but you have to subscribe for it. So you invite the link for it, and we will post the link in the threads that comes with this video. And otherwise, you can find it on other places on our Facebook page.
Yeah, and if you're here with us today, we would love to know where you're from. So please write us in the thread where you're coming from so that we can see where all of our family, global family, is located. It's always fun for us afterwards to see where you're tuning in from. And this is also a very special end of the year moment for us to thank our team and all of the volunteers who make it possible for our school to exist. Our team and our volunteers all together counted probably about 35 people this year. We started with 3, so that's really a great evolution. And these are the people that are in the back that you don't normally see, but without them, nothing would be possible. So we really want to bring the spotlight on them because they're the ones that are helping with communications, with planning, answering the info box, serving our membership community, offering their time as Zoom support, and also offering their expertise on various teams in the school that are developing different opportunities that we can provide for our community. They're thinking of ways to serve the channel, as well as archiving our material so that it can be available for future generations. So, and many other ways, countless other ways. So we want to say a huge thank you. We're extremely grateful for all that you do and enable, allowing us to grow in a positive way in our world.
It's such an incredible work of service, and it's done in a selfless way, and it's just beautiful. Yeah, so a big thank you to all of you, and also, of course, all of you are holding the field with us in our global community everywhere around the world. We so appreciate that you stepped, as we stepped into our calling, that you stepped forward to do what it is that you're doing at the moment to bring Gaia into, yeah, her beautiful paradisical original blueprint again. So,
Mhm.
talking about that, we would like to say that today's sharing is also the last meeting of a program we've been running, which was called Creating the New Light Records of Gaia. And we were asked to make this program by Mary Magdalene and Yeshua, Lord Melchizedek, and Gaia herself. And we understood that it was a very important moment to take people through a process of fully reconnecting to the process of creating from the inner Holy Grail, the God source within, and to deeply remember immaculate conception and miracle consciousness. And over the period of this program, we've been leading transmissions, giving theoretical materials and concrete exercises to participants in order that they train their attention to stay in the most inner essence of their being. And the program has been another impulse to come into our full capacity of creation, connected to the God source. It's only from this deep inner space of oneness with all of creation, where our soul and spirit become one, that we can start to create a new light records on this planet. And that is what is happening at the moment. And as you are all coming on this last day of this process, those who've been in the program, those not consciously, maybe you may have felt, or you may still feel these energies available to you or recognize them. So we invite you also to please share your experiences with these energies in the thread of this video, because there are so many, let's say, new things, new old things maybe happening, that we're all opening up. And it's a wonderful and important thing that we share, that we really share, because it activates also the memory of others. It reassures us when we are alone in this experience, that we are not alone, that there's many around the globe having this experience. So please, feel free to share. We so appreciate it. And it's very important that we do this among our community.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
before we move on, we want to talk a little bit about divinity from a specific point of view before we move on to the special theme of today about immaculate conception and opening to miracles. We want to bring in this level, which really needs to be completely understood, practiced, so that we're not distracted on our spiritual path and our spiritual awakening. In one way, the most divine thing that you could ever possibly do is to be 100% present to what's happening inside of you at each moment of the day. So to be 100% present, to 100% welcome whatever it is that's happening without judgment, without comparison to some kind of ideal that we might be hearing about, to be with it 100% honestly, and to allow it the space to exist without suppressing it, denying it, or being in conflict with it. And then to see whether this theme that emerges, whether it evolves or not. And if we can do this, then we're really practicing our mastery in this plane. We can't repeat this enough. There's no other place to get to when we're dedicated to transcending the framework of duality. So if we think that someone else's experience is higher or lower than our own, then we're really just getting pulled into an illusion, because our higher self knows exactly what experience we need for our internal evolution. We're not all learning the same things in the same order at the same time, and yet in our human experience, we are going to go through the entire spectrum, the entire palette of the human repertoire, let's say, to put it in one way. Yeah. So trust what is happening to you in the here, in the now, welcome it, be able to respond to it from within in a liberated manner, and with a space of 100% presence. And if we can train that, then we are really well on our way in the ascension process.
Bravo. I also would like to share a few words on downloading cosmic intelligence. Because when we do spiritual activations, we then need to take time to stabilize the new structures in our subtle bodies. And we sometimes get the question, what is the structure of our subtle bodies? That's something to really investigate in ourselves, to witness, to see what's happening, because we're activating them to higher levels all the time. So that can be through thoughts, through new geometries, through symbols, sound and light frequency, and who knows what more. So when we are introduced to a new state, we are entrained into that state, and we need to practice perceiving that state until we can hold it and stabilize it. So this is something that goes beyond integration in a way. It's really also stabilizing it so we can really live it. And this is why we always invite people to repeat transmissions also, and then take time to integrate again until you feel you can fully hold it and stabilize it within your system, because that's the moment that the mastery also shows itself. So you can use it, what is available to you in that moment from this specific cosmic download. And yeah, talking about that also maybe something on the Hermetic tradition at the moment, because as many of you know, our school, Mary Magdalene School, is connected to the ancient Egyptian Hermetic tradition, which goes actually back, of course, further than Egypt. And Hermetism is a path through which we examine spiritual wisdom from any path that exists in the world. And as our own spiritual authority, we synthesize the wisdom to try to understand the relationship between our physical and our spiritual reality. And it is an independent path of inquiry about the nature of reality every time, again and again. And during the time that we are living, we have access to great amounts of spiritual wisdom from many wisdom traditions, and we have the great opportunity to use it to support our own inner spiritual path, as in this incarnation in human form. So we celebrate that many of us start remembering this heritage here on the earth plane, because that is what we are having our focus in at the moment in this specific incarnation. And to a certain degree, this also works in the same way, also beyond the veil, where we know that many beautiful souls are also moving through this process. Of course, there's a difference, but we do receive this information that the spiritual wisdom evolves for some specific groups still in the light realms, and they're in a way sharing and studying with us, so and evolving with us. So that's really beautiful, because life is eternal, of course. Yeah.
This is how it's so beautiful that we have a community that is actually doing the spiritual study and the spiritual research and sharing, because in this way we are able to, in a way, expand our wisdom base in a much accelerated way. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So coming back to the theme of our own creation power.
Yeah.
It's one of our favorites. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So the process we are in at this time in our school is to guide people back to their own creation power. The power that we access when the individual I, the separated I, the lower self in a way, is put in service of the higher self, the part of us that is always knowing our highest path, our highest potential, and that is connected to the God source. So we're creating processes in the school to help support this reunification with the Godhead for the purposes of creating the new Earth story. Because the new Earth story will emerge from this space of oneness. And we really encourage each and every one of you to see your life as a masterpiece that has been coming into being for much, much longer than we could possibly ever imagine. And you will continue, we will all continue to manifest this masterpiece as the years go by in expanded ways, in ways we cannot possibly imagine at the moment.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. And one of the surprises and gifts and treasures of life in this time. Yeah. But I think also, I mean, coming back into our creation power necessitates a reconnection with the original blueprint for creation in this realm, which is for us through Immaculate Conception. Yeah, Immaculate Conception is an energetic reality in which we are in the ever-present space of creation from Source. It's a space in which our soul has merged with the God Source and becomes a vehicle for the ever-emerging birth of reality. And it is through Immaculate Conception that we enter miracle consciousness, where all is possible. And we received specifically that Mother Mary is the one who holds this reality structure in place in the earth realms until humanity remembers that this is the easiest way, maybe the only way to move through not only the changes that are upon us, but the easiest way to participate in the making of a new earth.
Yeah, and
And
Petra, you were saying how
yes,
connected the Andromedans are as well to this process of helping us remember this.
yeah, they came into the fields the last couple of weeks again with this incredible unconditional field of unconditional love field, and they are, I don't know, supporting, amplifying, co-creating with this field of Mother Mary to bring all this love to Gaia Earth, because with this field of love, everything is possible. Everything heals, everything comes into its original, most perfect, divine state of being. So, yeah, we're
We
deeply honored by their softness and their selflessness to be with us. Yeah.
And it's an incredible process because we witnessed Gaia entering the reality structure of Immaculate Conception in May, um, which means that this consciousness will be becoming more and more available to all of life on Earth. And in this reality structure, when we enter it, it really necessitates that we submit our soul path to the will of God, to the will of Source, to evolution, to allow the perfect divine reality, which is totally unimaginable to the lower mind, um, to be birthed through us into creation. So this reality that we're talking about is not a narrow, delimited reality that is focused only on creating one thing, like I want a red Ferrari and then I have a red Ferrari. It's not about that at all. This is a reality structure that changes everything 360 degrees, and that all of a sudden the entire reality is shifted and changed into something else that includes everything in our lives. So this is a different way of creating. It's a whole way of creating. It encompasses everything in existence that shifts. And this is actually the essence of all of the Hermetic traditions, all of the study in the Hermetic traditions. And this is what is being now amplified as a possibility here on Gaia.
And it makes us so grateful. And we feel so much joy that it's finally here and now. So let's talk about miracles because we like that too.
I love them.
I mean, the thing about miracles is that we need to be able to accept them and to totally receive them, which is, it maybe it seems obvious, but it's not actually. So we really need to contemplate on this, and we need to be able to meet the miracle. That requires keeping a completely open mind, a mind that is aligned with infinite possibilities. And it requires also of us to feel like we are worthy of receiving anything, all of the beautiful abundance in so many expressions on Gaia. And the question to contemplate on, we want to bring here to the forefront is, are Are you able to receive, really truly receive? Do we allow that? Do we allow that magic, that infinite gift of creation? Do we allow it? Are we worthy? Are we worthy to receive it? And of course we are worthy, yet sometimes inside of ourselves, the mechanisms are different because within a long history, we may have started to believe we're not worthy. So it's time to come back to that and to fully open a neutral space, understand our divinity, and then allow the miracles to come in. And yeah, I mean, it's a really beautiful time of the year also to do it. It's something for every day, yeah. But as we are now in this Christmas period, we are remembering also the miracle of the birth of Yeshua. And we want to challenge you also a bit because these 2000 some years after this miracle, yeah, because are we able to receive a reality in which humanity is birthed into the Sophia Christ consciousness? I mean, as Yeshua came into the earth realm and took on his reason for being here to bring in the Christ consciousness impulse, the question now to us still is, are we able to receive a reality in which we are birthed into Sophia Christ consciousness fully? And together for decades, we've been practicing the integration of this consciousness from all kinds of perspectives, and we've been working internally to sublimate, to transfigure ourselves into this higher consciousness. So, yeah, I mean, as we step into this Christmas season, the question emerges, are we fully ready to receive this reality of the Sophia Christ consciousness as the new operating system on Gaia? I mean, are we able to allow and receive something that is so much beyond anything we could imagine? And in today's transmission, we'll be asking the angels to open all of us to this place and to be able to receive the next great miracle of your life path. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We know that something can exist, and yet if we're not able to see it and feel it and be with it, then for us it doesn't exist. So in that sense, this is what it's about, is to be able to open to it, to be able to completely step into it, to meet it as this reality already exists on some plane. And it's so close to actually fully being integrated for so many people. So before we go into the transmission, we want to invite you to rest, to be in silent stillness, not to be too distracted by outside events during the 12 holy days and holy nights of Christmas. The energies are extremely potent for miracles, and we need to make space for these miracles to land in our lives. And we do this by staying open, as you were saying, Petra, and not also getting distracted by limiting stories. So follow your dreams closely during this period, as it's said that they hold information about the field of the whole year to come. Stay close to yourself and stay close to this prayer of being open to the greatest possible miracle that could happen to you at this time. And
Yeah.
there's a beautiful, I think, reminder that you wanted to share, Petra, about the Magi.
Yeah, the three Magi, because the 12 holy nights, we talk about Christmas and then up until January 6th. And in our tradition on January 6th, we celebrate also the coming of the three kings, the three Magi, who come to the baby Joshua with their treasures, with their gifts. And in that gifting, I mean, the whole tradition around Christmas gifts originates there. And what these three Magi did in their gifts, they honored the Christ in Joshua. because they knew they were full of confidence to move all along following this bright star to arrive with this baby who was going to bring the Christ consciousness back into the realms that were very dense at the time. So there was this incredible trust in the three magi, the knowing, the deep knowing, to go to this honoring of the divine in this baby. And I feel that we would like to bring this just gentle reminder for all of us who are in the tradition of gifting over Christmas. I mean, Anna and I often say namaste when we greet you, when we greet all of us, to say that the divine me greets the divine you, the part in you that's eternal. And we would love that this Christmas, when we give all our gifts to our beloveds, that we remember the gift that the Magi also gave to honor the Christ in each other. So if we can take that with us during the Christmas period, that would be just a beautiful explosion of love and yeah, and all of this miracle consciousness that we then bring into the field. So yeah. Um, I think it's time that we go in for now. And we want to remind you to please share this video so that as many people as possible can benefit from it. Let us all hold the field for the rebirth of humanity over this Christmas season, the rebirth into Sophia Christ consciousness. That is our prayer for this moment, because it is here and it is now and it is available for all of us.
Mhm. Aho. Okay, so make yourself comfortable and start to bring your awareness inward, to shift your focus from the outside world to your inner world. Take a moment to breathe deeply and release all your connections to the external world, just for this moment in time. Allow yourself to sink into your inner sacred space, your sanctuary of stillness and silence. Take several deep breaths, letting go of any cords to the outside world. And feel the outside world like a distant dream for this moment in time. Think deeper into yourself and let yourself rest in a space of deep silence and stillness within. Surrender to this beautiful, deep nothingness, knowing that you are fully cared for and all your needs are met. Surrender into this field of feeling completely safe and held. Follow your breath as it moves in and out, connecting you to the golden solar principle. And witness or experience how you are being breathed in by the in-breath and out-breath of the universe. It is the most natural movement which connects you to all of creation. And pause for a moment between the in-breath and out-breath to allow the prana to nourish and heal your whole system. With your intention, ask that you connect to the highest level of prana that your system can intake today. Open your whole system so that alchemical possibilities, miracles flow into your life. As you exhale, allow alchemical golden particles of prana to dissolve into the infinite sea of the cosmos. Become aware of the way in which the in-breath and the out-breath are one breath of life with the one breath of creation. It has always been so, and it will always be so in the future. Bring your attention to your golden heart, witnessing how it expands in the infinite lemniscate movement of your golden breath. Allow it to expand and transmute all that is ready for sublimation. In the presence of Source's golden consciousness, there is only space, love, and pure light. And now, in your own special way, send your love and gratitude to Mother Earth and to the Heavenly Father, or if you prefer, to the great cosmic central sun. They have given you everything you have in your life. Recognize yourself as their beloved child And together you are a holy trinity of life. And now sink deeply into the sacred space of your heart. Allow yourself to move into this sacred space easily and effortlessly, simply through intention. And when you arrive in this space, feel, sense, or see how it is vibrating at a higher frequency. We will now call in Mary Magdalene and Yeshua, Mother Mary, Lord Melchizedek, Babaji, and Rumi, the Archangels and the cosmic angels, the crowned ones, and the prophets and prophetesses of peace. We will call in the Andromedans and other benevolent star brothers and sisters, our inner earth brothers and sisters, the ascended masters, the nature kingdom, the plant kingdom, and the kingdom of the elementals. See, sense, or feel the power of the multidimensional love light that we all hold together. In this space of oneness, feel this expanding new light of creation. Feel how the field of peace, prosperity, oneness, and joy amplifies and expands through the realms of creation. Feel the nourishment of this space and experience this field of deep relaxation and trust. This is a field which is created through the purity of the new solar state on Gaia, a space that vibrates in the potential of immaculate conception. This is a space in which your connection to the God source is divinely pure always. It is absolutely incorruptible, cannot be contaminated by outer miscreations, and is becoming ever present in your conscious awareness as a place to reside. It is this inner space of stillness and silence in which you commune with the Holy of Holies, your inner Holy Grail of creation, the space of immaculate conception, through which you manifest yet unmanifested light. In this space, there is the potential of creating something from nothing. It is a space in which you vibrate in the infinite perfection of the God Source. And the energy running through you is imbued by your individualized soul frequency. From this space, higher images, thoughts, and emotions direct your creation into the manifest world. Allow yourself to sink deeply into this space of dreaming, heart dreaming, and in your emptiness, allow images, thoughts, or emotions to emerge naturally and effortlessly. You are in co-creation with all of the beings here today, and your heart is the conduit for new creation. In your heart space, you realize that you are a precious rose of all creation. Feel your heart rose as it is reflecting its divine essence, surrounded by many, many angels of creation, while Mother Mary stands by in her divine presence. Become aware of your very deep roots into Gaia, your deep connection with Gaia. You are an expression of the ever-expanding, never-ending unfoldment and divine blossoming of unconditional love. You express your deep, rich experience of the earth and cosmic realms. What kind of rose are you? Look at yourself for a moment as a rose and allow any images or feelings to emerge. Allow your rose energy to move down into your root chakra and to connect to the new solar Gaia, to her new crested, solarized body of creation. Witness or experience the white gold flame from the seventh great sun of creation moving through Gaia's solar body and also through yours. Feel or sense as this flame clears out layer upon layer of frequencies that no longer serve you. Witness or experience the great cosmic angels pulling any energies from your system that you are ready to transcend. Feel their loving touch and their absolute ability to bring you into total alignment with your highest path. see, sense, feel, or know that the universal waters of creation have been put into a flow, and they are imbuing the deep waters of humanity with the light of the new dawn. Submerge yourself in the deep, deep waters of your universal knowingness. If there is any vision or thought form within you that emanates an energy of separation, it may present itself as a paradox, perhaps. Allow a new unified vision to emerge on this vision or theme. Allow yourself to be submerged into this deepest, deepest place in your system, a place of synthesis, a place of union of all parts of creation, a place that holds all realities simultaneously without separation or conflict. Allow any idea within yourself that is in a process of evolving into a higher understanding to come into these deep universal waters, and allow these deep universal waters to alchemize all separation into oneness. You are experiencing the way of the rose, the multifaceted, multi-petaled emanation of the One. The way is led by beauty and grace, continuously unfolding through the rose of the heart, ever blossoming through each cycle of nature. This is the way, continuously unfolding emanations of the One, emanating unconditional love for all of life. You may experience that sometimes the rose is silent. Sometimes she speaks. Sometimes she simply expands her fragrance and imbues her surroundings with beauty. This is the rose of all creation, and you are this rose. You are a beloved and unique master creator in this earth realm. Take a few moments to be with this. Now you are being approached by Mother Mary, who is asking you to deeply feel the inner evolutionary impulse of the God source within you. As she lays her hand on your head, feel how you allow the impulse of immaculate conception to run through you, through all the cells of your body, allowing it to express itself in your reality. You know that by entering the reality of immaculate conception, you are co-creating paradise on earth according to the divine architecture for this realm. All of creation responds immediately to the divine love running through you, because all of creation is held in the field of love, ever emerging, always changing form. From this space, we will call upon the field of humanity and the resonances of guilt and shame. And with our intention and with the help of the light healers today, we will allow these resonances to be transmuted across the whole planet. We will ask the angelic healers to fully dissolve these frequencies of shame and guilt, transforming them into unconditional love. And we will open ourselves to this miracle. from this newfound space of unconditional love, from a space of oneness, you are now invited to connect with other citizens of Earth. Imagine your favorite tree. Visit this tree and allow your energy field to merge with theirs for a few moments. And when you are ready, call in a delegate from the animal kingdom and allow your energy field to merge with theirs for a few moments, being aware of any messages that you may receive in this connection. And when you are ready, call in a delegate from the elemental kingdom and merge your consciousness with theirs for a few moments, becoming aware of any messages that you may receive in this connection. And the mineral kingdom is also asking for a connection. Allow yourself to move into a field of crystals to connect with the mineral kingdom and open to any messages that may emerge from this connection. And as the days and the weeks advance, allow the cosmic angels to remove from your system any unconscious limitations to receiving the greatest miracle you could receive at this time in your life. Ask them and allow them to move out any limitations, unconscious limitations in your field, so that you can fully and completely receive the greatest miracle on your life path at this time. And now slowly start to bring your awareness back to the sacred space of your heart. We'll thank all those present today: Mary Magdalene and Yeshua, Mother Mary, Lord Melchizedek, Babaji and Rumi, the Archangels and the Cosmic Angels, the crowned ones and the prophets and prophetesses of peace, the Andromedans and our other star brothers and sisters, our inner earth brothers and sisters, the ascended masters, the nature kingdoms. Slowly become aware of your physical body. Take a deep breath in and out, and slowly start to move your body, your fingers and your toes. Start to stretch a little bit. Bring your awareness to your outer environment, to the temperature of the air, to any smells in your environment. Feel the relationship between the inner and the outer. And when you are ready, slowly open your eyes. Take a look around to adjust your eyesight to the outer world, to the space where you're sitting or lying down, while at the same time staying connected to the sacred space of your heart. Thank you for being with us today. We hope that you can stay open to this field of miracles. And we wish you all a beautiful, beautiful Christmas season. Namaste.
Namaste.